Hello and welcome to Behind the Black Veil, where we get a more intimate look at the mysteries of our lives. Wow. All right, but let's just acknowledge the ancestors first and the creator, and then we'll get to talking. All right, get ready to be chilling. All right, deep breaths. Okay, two more. Fantastic. Listen, y'all, TD Jakes. I can't do it. I can't, y'all. Okay? I cannot. All right? It's deep out here, y'all. It's real super deep. So, with that in mind, ancestors, creator, thank you for being here. I love you deeply. Can we have some cocoa butter for all of these ugly stories and ugly things we're seeing lately? They're kind of ugly, okay? And kind of disgusting. Can we have some cocoa butter? Okay. Some honey, you know? All right. Ancestors, bring it. Feel your fucking feelings. We've gotten that one before. Let's read it. Set a timer for 30 minutes and give yourself full permission to feel whatever it is you've been avoiding. Organize your sock drawer while you cry or seethe or get jiggy with some hardcore self-pity. Then, when the time is up, get off your ass and do something constructive. Your big little sweetheart of a heart will thank you later. All right. Yeah, that was a little extra gentle. Can we have some extra strength cocoa butter? Healing cocoa butter. Or do we need some aloe? Do we need aloe? Like, you okay? We need to soothe this ugly stuff that's been coming into our minds lately, you know? Because it gets to be toxic with all of these news stories and ugly stories, okay? So can we have some extra strength or maybe some aloe for our souls and our minds and hearts? If you wouldn't say it to a friend, you shouldn't say it to yourself. Okay. All right. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Be nice to yourself. Okay. Feel your fucking feelings. All right. So you know what I get out of that? What I get out of that is give yourself permission to be accepted, to be acceptable. You dig what I'm saying? Give yourself permission to feel your fucking feelings. Feel however you want to feel. You know what I mean? And then get back to reality. All right? I'll let the ancestors go in and be more eloquent than I just was about the situation. Okay? But that's what we're working with. You see that? A little bit. All right. Cool. Good enough. Ancestors, break it on down. All right, I got my boy representing today. You feel me? For the ancestors. All right, fantastic. That's my co-pilot today. All right, I hope you're chilling, ancestors. Bring it all together. Feel your fucking feelings. If you wouldn't say it to a friend, don't say it to yourself. Don't beat yourself up for having feelings. How about that? Don't beat yourself up for having feelings. Maybe you think you shouldn't feel any feelings. Or maybe you think you shouldn't care about somebody. Or maybe this is happening. Obviously, it doesn't have to be you, but, you know, that's my angle and my lens. But you get off on your floor, you know? You know, like maybe you're rushing yourself through the emotional process, or you're not even dealing with the emotional process about something, or you're noticing this or whatever, okay? Like that. Ancestors, break it down. The goal. Feel your fucking feelings. If you wouldn't say it to a friend, say it to yourself. What you mean by that? Hitting the target, reaching the goal. Okay, I feel like your feelings are about a thing. Money, family, money or family, or both. If you wouldn't say it to a friend, don't say it to yourself. Give me another one. Oh boy. Judgment. All right. I see. Okay. All right. Maybe it's a situation where you don't feel like you should be judging a person. And you know that difficult spot where you know something is wrong, somebody did something dead wrong, but you know better than to judge people, but at the same time it was dead wrong though. I mean, are you not supposed to feel anything about that? You know, or maybe this person is extremely close to you and something happens. Are you not supposed to feel a way? You know, I get the sensation that you're being hard on yourself for recognizing that somebody is rightfully in need to be at the carpet here with the ancestors. Maybe somebody you would want to save from the process of judgment. Maybe you're trying to save someone from the process of judgment. And so feel your fucking feelings is a thing, you know, like you're trying to stop yourself from having the emotional response that is equal to their crime, equal to their wrong. But there's some other thing. I'm gonna guess some sort of obligations flavored thing, okay, that makes you feel like you can't feel this way, or you shouldn't feel this way, or you don't want, or you wish you didn't. You don't feel free on some level to feel the exact, you know, equal opposite reaction. You know what I'm saying? So what you're saying to yourself about it is meaningful right now. I get positive and negative. I get positive and negative. Like, you don't want to be so positive that you're in Narnia and you're delusional. And you don't want to be so negative that you're in Narnia, you know? And so, okay, so that's where the feeling your fucking feelings comes in, where you have to allow the reflection. You got to let it happen. You can't hold people's reflection back from them and save them from judgment. You feel me? Let's keep going. Oh boy. If you wouldn't say it to a friend, so for instance, I'm sorry, okay, I'm getting more juice. For instance, if you wouldn't say it to a friend, you shouldn't say it to yourself. So for instance, if somebody is being abusive toward you, okay, or disrespectful toward you, let's say, mild to cataclysmic, obviously, and let's say your friend felt like, oh no, you know, I'm gonna let that slide. Essentially, they say something that equals that. You know what I mean? Like, it equals, we haven't dealt with it, we haven't hit the target, we haven't, you know, had that final judgment, assessment, and analysis to know we're in right standing, good standing, and right relationship. So you keep putting up, like, you know, like an abuse victim would tell themselves excuses. Oh, you know, well, you know, I made him upset. You know, this is just an example, you know, I made him upset, or she's been having a hard time lately, and so that's why, you know, when they tried to stab you in the back with an axe or a kitchen knife, you know, you got to understand. And if your friend said that to you, if your friend said, you know, well, you know, I'm trying to be understanding, what would you say to your friend? Get the fuck away from that person. That's what you would say to them. You dig what I'm saying? You wouldn't tell them, oh yeah, go back to the person who's disrespecting you and abusing you. Do you feel me? So don't say that to yourself. Don't tell yourself to go back to the person who's disrespecting you and abusing you, and or. Okay? It doesn't have to be something you're going through right now, but these are the laws. This is what we discuss here behind the black veil. You feel me? Okay? So that's the law. Okay? You wouldn't, I don't know. Some people make friends with murderers that murdered their like family member, and then they go and they make friends. After a while, like, I forgive you. Oh, I've been helping him through rehabilitation. Listen, I can't say it's a wrong thing to do, but what would you tell your friend to do? Right? Okay. And so, let's say if somebody felt obligated to forgive, like, oh, I'm Christian, I have to forgive the murderer who murdered my whatever, son, daughter, father, husband, wife, whatever. You would be like you are not obligated to the murderer, right? Okay? So it's the same. That's an extreme example, but it's the same principle. Somebody is disrespecting you, that neutralizes the obligation. You see what I'm saying? Now, of course, you should have a fair trial here with fair judgment. I'm sorry, final judgment. You should have a fair trial. But then consequences are the consequences, and the ruling is the ruling. So saith the ancestors. Let us go on. Alrighty then. I hope everybody's been okay. This is early morning when I'm filming this. So you're getting some early morning wisdom juice. Okay. I guess it's orange. Break it down. Right. Because ain't no money in it. Do you feel me? Okay, I feel that this is on the family money floor. This is, you know, like majorly, you know, obviously, there's many layers. But, okay, because they're already talking about feelings. First one out, King of Cups. Do you feel me? Okay? By the way, the safety directions are down below, all right? Because it's dangerous watching tarot videos. Have to be careful, all right? So if you're new here, safety directions are down below. Giving. No one can give back the King of Cups what he gives on the scale that he gives it. Okay, so everybody has to pitch in to the pot so he can be paid a reasonable salary for his services. Okay, so God pays him ultimately. The whole congregation has to come together as a collective to make sure this man has something equal to his effort, equal to the energy he's provided. Okay, non-binary floor. So I get the sensation that you have given emotionally. And I'm talking about abundantly. 10 of Pentacles. Abundantly. And the ancestors said, I saw that. I saw you do that. You feel me? Okay? This is the Hall of Judgment. And they saw you do that. Do you feel me? What that mean? You're owed some money. Okay, and I don't mean necessarily money, you know, only, or I don't mean money, I mean money symbolically, but it also could be literally. Look, exactly. We saw that devil try to intercept the arrow hitting the target. Or if it's family, we see that devil trying to creep up into the family. Or living in the family, or been in the family. I don't know. Okay, get off on your floor. You dig it? Ancestors saw that. That is indeed the devil, y'all. Okay? If you're not sure, because you know how it is when you're talking about family. If you're not sure, that's the devil, says the ancestors. Ancestor card. Yeah. If you thought it was the devil, something was going on. Yeah, something's going on. Yeah, absolutely. The devil is being toxic. I mean, right, of course, obvious. But if you wouldn't say it to yourself, so the devil's in your ear. Yeah, it's the holidays, you know. It's the holidays. But the holidays are a very important time. So, for instance, the holidays can make us feel obligated to feel away. Even though you know you don't like somebody. Hello? Oh, but that's family. I'm not supposed to feel this way about family. Maybe you're not, but it looked like the devil is the reason why you do feel that way. Right. Okay? Mild to cataclysmic, it looked like the devil's work is messing with either somebody's family or somebody's money, or both. Okay? Ancestors said, yeah, that's what happened. Yeah. Transcend. Okay, I'm sorry, the holidays. Let me go back into the holidays because the obligation. I get you something, you gotta get me something. Otherwise, you don't love me. You feel me? I have to celebrate these holidays, these Christian holidays, and I'm not even Christian. You know, as an example, this is not about me. I'm speaking generally. You know, like a person might not be Christian, you know, or a person could see it as, you know, a capitalist money grab. Hello? And doesn't want to participate in any bullshit of any kind. Okay? No matter how much marketing is behind it. You know what I'm saying? And no matter how much tradition is behind it, you may not feel comfortable feeling uncomfortable. You dig what I'm saying? Because then that means if you accept your discomfort, that means you would have to change what you're doing. So for instance, I don't like to go over to, you know, Thanksgiving with the family. So don't go over to Thanksgiving with the family. I'm not saying there's not going to be any blowback from the family, but I mean, eventually you got to show up in your own life. This is my take on it. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm simply saying this is the law. Okay, we all have to deal with the law. You know, everybody's on a spectrum with how well we're following the law. All right, don't worry about that. Feel your feelings. It doesn't matter. The point is, be kind to yourself. Have your own fucking back. What would you tell your friend? If you wouldn't tell your friend, you know you need to suck it up, feel uncomfortable, and go sit down with your family. If you know that family is being disrespectful to your friend, being rude to your friend, making your friend feel fucked up about their self, that's the experience they have with the family at Thanksgiving, what would you tell them? Go get some more disrespect and abuse? You know people are into that. I'm not saying it's rare. Okay, people will tell you that. But you know, you got to pick wisely who's your friends. I think everybody who's a child of God might be up on that already. You dig what I'm saying? I mean, you know, it's not easy, and you may or may not pull it off. But if you know, knowing is half the battle. All right, shout out to G.I. Joe. Transcending your fears and facing your demons. It's demon slaying time. Okay? Because listen, if you're gonna do holidays, they need to be holy days. It needs to be a real thing, y'all. It needs to be real. I know we want to be like everybody else, and I don't mean like everybody else. I mean with everybody else. And by that, I just mean we just want to be together, you know, and be humanity having a good time on earth. But we all know that that's not, you know, that's not feasible all the time. And most of the time it's not feasible. You got to pick just a few people. You dig what I'm saying? You feel me, right? If you're lucky. So, okay. There's a lot of transcending of the demons. Like, for instance, people who are not with their family, or if their family is not around. For whatever reason, let's say it's not a negative thing, except that they're not around. That might be some more demons that a person has to deal with. You know what I mean? And the judgment and the feelings and, you know, it's okay. All right? That's what I'm getting out of this. Thanks for the cocoa butter, y'all. It's okay. Transcend your fears and face your demons. So the people who are alone and isolated, and by some stretch maybe watching this video, that would be the demon. The demon will be, oh, I'm going to be isolated forever, or, you know, my life is so terrible. And look around. Listen. If loneliness is your worst problem, you in good shape. You in excellent fucking shape. Look at this world. Look what people are doing. Look what people's company is doing. Hello? They don't need no company. All right. Now, for those of you who have company, the demon might be the dynamic between you, obviously. You know, where, and maybe they're not like the devil himself, but maybe there are some elements of toxicity there that are persistent. Okay, and you're feeling a way about it at this point. You know what I mean? And the demon that, you know, facing of the demon might be the demon in the air talking about, oh yeah, you know, they don't really feel this and that about you, or they don't really, or they conspired, or they, you know, whatever, some shit that's gonna get you afraid that you're not gonna hit your target and reach your goal. You feel me? And get the judgment of success in whatever endeavor, whether that endeavor is your connection to someone, the money, family presence of supportive individuals in your life, whatever it is, gonna be okay. All right, listen, the ancestors saw that. That's how I know it's gonna be okay. That's how I know it's cocoa butter, because they saw that. They saw you giving out this energy right here. And this guy gives out the most energy. Do you feel? Because that's his job. That's why. It's not a contest between him and the other ancestors. It's not a contest. Okay, so, you know, okay, I just want to be clear. But, you know, this is the guy who gives out the most energy in the people section of the tarot in my deck, in the people section. When we're talking about the universe or deity, you know what I'm saying? Or, well, no, this is the ancestor. But if we're talking about, you know, the universe or the creator, you know, like forces cards, like Ace of Wands, like forces of nature cards, you know, that's more of the force of nature kind of thing, like the God energy. This guy, he's the top for the emotional energy. And you know, that's a big driver here on earth, emotional energy, right? They saw you giving that out. They did. This is watching and paying attention, by the way, here with the cosmic cops. Yeah, they saw a crime take place, is the sensation that I'm getting. Some sort of emotional crime. It was the devil's work. It was the devil possibly trying to harm you through your family or through your money. Get off on your floor. Because ancestors, Ten of Pentacles, family, bloodline. You dig what I'm saying? Long-term stability. He was trying to destabilize your family or your connection to your family, the devil. Yeah. Destabilize the connection to the bloodline or destroy it. Stop it from continuing. Because this is about the future. You know, going on into the future. This is the legacy. This is the establishment of the legacy or the perpetuation of the legacy. That's what the devil was trying to intercept. He's on the central axis. That means this is the main event. This what you feeling, the feelings and all of the, you know, you don't feel comfortable and the and what would you say to your friend? What would you say to your friend if they was dealing with this devil trying to cut their, you know, goals? Or it doesn't have to be, it could be your career. Okay? Doesn't have to be family, it could be your career. And the devil is trying to stop you from flourishing. Right. And you putting, so look how much energy. Just like Taraji. Come on, Taraji popping up in the reading. Come on, Taraji. Shout out to Taraji P. Henson. That's our sister, y'all. Hello? That's a child of God right there. Facts. Facts. That's a child of God right there. She said, I'm ringing the alarm. Amen. She said, there's a devil loose. Thank you, Taraji. Thank you, sis. Thank you. We knew that, but thank you. She was telling him he's over here now. He's right there. Thank you, Taraji. Thank you. We see him, says the ancestors. We see this motherfucker. Thank you. Okay? And Taraji is like, I'm not getting paid for the energy I'm putting out. And I am exhausted with the effort. Good God, do we understand, Miss Taraji? Ladies and gentlemen, do we understand how she's feeling? I think we do. The ancestors understand too. You know God understands, it goes without saying. Okay? Paying attention, watching. You know who was watching? The cosmic cops was watching. Yeah. Taraji called the cosmic cops. You might have called the cosmic cops. The cosmic cops have been alerted to this devil. Committing crimes. Trying to stop the children of God from flourishing. Okay? Now we seeing our girl, we think she made it. She's still on the plantation, y'all. They got these people locked up on the plantation. But God is shaking them up. The ancestors shaking them up, baby. Okay? The answer. And look at all this. Okay? I'm just saying. All right? Fantastic. Facing our fears. And confronting our demons. And that's what she's doing. She's confronting her demons because she knows there could be very sizable consequences to this sort of behavior. But you can imagine, side note, or in addition, you can imagine what the atmosphere is like for celebrities right now with all of this going on. You know how it's affecting us. Imagine how it's affecting them because they are being picked off one by one. Or maybe even, in half dozens and dozens because we don't know everything that's happening. They are exhausted because these demons are loose. I'm talking about the children of God. But you notice how the children of God in the entertainment industry is starting to come up? Okay? Taraji, I'll identify her. I'm going to leave the rest to the full investigation so we can see. Cat Williams, people who've been proven right. Jaguar Wright, speaking of proven right. Okay? Is everybody okay? So anyhow, Epstein, they're releasing the names. Y'all, listen. The ancestors have been telling us to get ready for the shift. Didn't they tell us to get ready for the shift? They did tell us. If you're new here, you better go back and find out. Because let me tell you something. They told us already. They said this was going to happen. They said to strap your wig on tight. That's what they said. They said that. They said cut your cords to the old dimension. They said that. Is this a changed world we're looking at? Anybody who's over 30, is this a changed world that we're looking at? Anybody who's over 40, have you ever seen this before? Facts. It's crazy, y'all. It's fucking crazy. All right, so moving on. Here, it's time to stop this, by the way. It's time to stop this. This is what would you tell your friend? Don't tell yourself to keep giving and giving and giving and you ain't getting paid. Do you feel me? So, you wouldn't say that to your friend. Oh, just keep doing it. Just keep giving and don't worry about what you get. No. Balance is the law. Balance is the law. Watch out with that Christianity, y'all. It's dangerous. Okay? Shout out to the real Christians. Now, look. Clear road. Walking a clear road. Do what thou wilt. Doing what you can do. Okay? Because only you can do it. And guess who's on top of that? The devil. Blocking your road so you cannot flourish into the future. These are facts. These are facts. If you thought a devil was loose, a devil's loose, says the ancestors. Says Taraji. Hello? Says Cassie. Hello? Facts. Do you feel me? And I mean on and on and on like that. All right? On and on like that. Doing what you and only you can do. Well, surprise, surprise, the devil doesn't want you to do it. Okay? The mercy and grace of safe passage upon your facing of the demon. You're not getting around this demon. That's what that tells me. You're not getting around the devil. This motherfucker's the troll on the bridge. Right. And your bloodline legacy, your Ten of Pentacles, your arrival is right on the other side of this demon. Yup. Feel your feelings. Hello? Right. Give yourself permission. Okay? Give yourself permission. I don't think I could deal with this demon. He's too big and scary. He's too powerful. I can't get past him. What would you tell your friend? You telling yourself, he's too big and scary. I can't do it. I mean, with all due respect to your limitations, I get the sensation that this is something within the realm of your power. Okay? Because you would not tell your friend you can't do it if it was the only way you could get across to your Ten of Pentacles, to your final judgment, to your arrival, to your safe arrival at your goal. To your safe arrival, because that's another thing celebrities got to worry about. Not just reaching the goal and getting the Ten of Pentacles, the safe arrival to the Ten of Pentacles. Do you feel me? With the boundary, with the wall up. Okay? With the wall up so nobody can't come and take your Ten of Pentacles. You feel me? Yeah. He doesn't want you empowered in this world. Children of God. This for the children of God. Okay? He doesn't want you empowered in this world. Okay, that's a problem. That's a conflict of interest, he said. Okay? Absolutely. You bet your ass it is. Okay? That's exactly what the fuck it is. The devil. Hello? More boats. More boats. Thugging it out. You're gonna have to thug this out. You see? There's no other way. You gotta get past this dude. There's no other way. That's telling me there's no other way, y'all. Because why? Because this nigga's in... I'm sorry. Excuse me. This MRFer, okay, is in your path. That's the problem. That's why there's no other way. That's why. Because this is your path. You can't take another path from your path. Hello? Right. Right. You can't take another path from your path, so you actually gotta fuck this dude up. Straight up. You dig what I'm saying? Or if he's coming at you, let's say he's coming at you, like you're trying to cross the bridge, right? He's coming at you to stop you from crossing the bridge. And let's say you go straight up and over his head, like this arrow. Hello? Go over this fool's head. I like that, Creator. I like that, ancestors. Go over his head because you got juice. Priesthood, children of God, you got juice. You need to use your connections. You're a made man, a made woman. Okay? You in the cosmic mafia. Do you feel me? You got connections, baby. You part of the mafia family. The cosmic mafia family, baby. We roll deep. Our legacy is long. Thousands and thousands of years long. Do you feel me? How long you been hearing about children of God being alive on this planet? Thousands of years. That's the legacy. That's the cup that you accepted. You feel me? And it's time for you to get paid. And wouldn't you know it, here come the devil. Come on now. This motherfucker work here. He set the cosmic clock. I think he set the cosmic clock. I really do. Because this motherfucker is, his timing is impeccable. Do you feel me? The devil's timing is impeccable. Right when you about to get your, right when you crossing, right when you about to arrive. Here this nigga come all the time. I'm sorry about the N-bomb, okay? I don't mean to use it so loosely. It's an important word. I don't want to use it loosely. All right, but I'm feeling comfortable with y'all, so it's, you know, I'm starting to speak in my native vernacular, in our dialect, our urban dialect. But you feel me? It's that kind of, you know, and I don't mean it in the endearing sense either. You know, I mean it as the disgusting, low down, dirty thing that it originally was created to convey. You know, when I'm dropping that N-bomb right there. All right, so, you know, you got to thug this thing out. And that's what the thugging it out is. It is the resolving of the fact that this devil is on your path, in your way, trying to block you from arriving at your goal. Or from your bloodline, from the cup being passed to the next generation. You know, he's trying to end the legacy of the children of God on this planet. That's a real thing, y'all. So why am I saying it like that? when we are ancestors again, we're not going to like to see our descendants. Think about what our fucking ancestors would think about what we're dealing with right now. Just let's put it there. Do you feel me? Like, let's say the civil rights movement ancestors, they're pretty new, but if, Martin could see black people now, if he could see the kids running around in the street with these fucking crinoline ass skirts on, and you a young boy, changing people's sex before they're grown for them. Listen, our ancestors would be turning in their grave, I'm sure. I'm sure it's some such version of that is taking place. Think how you gonna feel when you see your descendants after the work you did to bring divine energy into this world. If you saw them decay past this point, it would be like, well, what the fuck was all that about? Why did I do that? Why did I spend all that energy? What was that for? Why did they fight for our rights? So these little, can run around in the street with little skirts on? That's what we're doing? With our freedom and our civil rights? That's what we're doing? We beating up on people that didn't do nothing to us? That's what we're doing? You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting up over here. That's just the whole of judgment shit, y'all. Facts. That's that whole of judgment shit. Yo, the ancestors are not feeling that. They saw that shit. They see what's happening here. Okay? But at the same time, the flip side is you can transcend this demon. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Face your fears about it. Oh, what if I don't make it? What if he wins, Face your fears now. And what would you tell your friend? If you said to your friend, oh my God, the devil, you know what I'm saying? You would just flip right into priest mode, wouldn't you? I mean, that's what I would do. Hello? Even though I absolutely can understand fear around this dude. Sure I can. I might be fearful right with your ass. But I'm not going to tell you to fear. You dig what I'm saying? I'm going to do some sort of supportive move if I can. The least I could do is tell you something positive that's based on facts. Okay? I'm not going to have you up in Narnia thinking you could do some shit you can't do. Hello? Right. Why can you do it? Because the ancestors, that's why. They'll be firing off the arrows around here. Hello? And they don't miss their shot. They are excellent marksmen. Believe that shit. And that's what the whole of judgment is all about. That's what the whole of judgment is all about. It's don't make me shoot you with my arrow. Because it's going to be long-term consequences to the shit. With the Ten of Pentacles. Do you feel me? Hello? Right. Right. You don't want the ancestors making a final judgment about your ass. And you off kilter like this dude. He trying to put you off kilter. Because he's off kilter. See what I'm saying? That's why you can face your demons and transcend your fears. Or vice versa, yada yada. That's why. Because this dude is projecting. Hello? Right. Okay. So, mercy and grace of safe passage upon the facing of the fears. Hello? Transcendence equals the mercy and grace of safe passage, cyclical new beginnings. Hello? Perfect, ancestors. They laid it out and plated it. You know how they do. Okay? With the sprig of mint on the side, with the drizzle sauce around the edge of the plate. Perfect. Okay? The ancestors are perfect in God. I just want to say that the ancestors are perfect in God. Okay? Shout out to the real Christians, okay? Because the Christian world, oh, Jesus, y'all. Could you imagine? No, don't imagine. I'm sorry. I'm just saying, TD Jakes, y'all. You was at the freak off, bro? Really? Okay, I'm sorry. I can't. I cannot, y'all. I can't. Okay, so, I mean, we knew he was fruity, but, I mean, shout out to the fruity people, by the way, But, so we knew that, he was living on, we was good, whatever. But this is dirty. This is dirty. You know, this is dirty. All right, so sorry, y'all. I'm just blown away. Look who's here. The Queen of Cups. Listen. I said you gave a lot, right? I said the ancestors saw that. Listen, I didn't know the half apparently, and that's what the ancestors said. They said you don't even know what you've given. Hello? If you think you've given a lot, you're right. But you have no idea what you've given. There's a deeper meaning. Yeah. There's a deeper meaning. I mean, you was given with the masculine emotional energy, and you're given with the feminine emotional energy. I mean, you did all the give. I think the emotional giving, I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is like the punch bowl, you know, like this is not even a cup. This is the punch bowl now. Okay, that's how much juice is in here. Representing the juice you've given out. You know, how they have a couple of punch bowls for the whole party. Do you feel me? And then everybody could take a little cup, little bite. All right, look like we reaching the end of the punch in the punch bowl. Look like we, okay? Because don't keep filling up that punch bowl if people gonna be drunk and toxic. Okay? I think it's time to, you know, to wrap up the party. Party's over. Okay? The whole party of you giving and giving and giving and not getting back the respect, because that's what that card means. Ancestors means respect. Hello? People don't respect the punch you put in the bowl and the fact that you put it in the bowl. They don't respect that? Stop filling that fucking bowl up. Because these motherfuckers are drunk. And they got to get home tonight. Hello? Time to call Uber for these motherfuckers. Okay? It's time for Uber. Do you feel me? Hello? Right. Or have your driver, you know, take these fools home. Or let them sleep it off. You know, something got to stop filling up the punch bowl. The party's over. That's what it look like here. All right, let us move on. Look. This is how you've given it. Oh my God, ancestors, brilliant. This is how you've given it. Healing conversation. Mutually beneficial healing conversation. So part of what you gave emotionally was communication. Healing communication that is of your mutual benefit. Hello? To whoever you was talking to or giving out this punch to. And they was just drinking it up like there was, you know, infinity in there. You know, no, the punch bowl is not infinity. I gotta make this fruit punch. And I gotta make it just right so it's awesome. You get a little buzz and you know what I'm saying? And we all have fun at the party, but you know, boundaries. Right? There's a time when you gotta stop. Right? Otherwise, it's toxic. All right, so somebody needs to sleep it off, look like here. Okay. Oh, look. You kept it real with people. Look. Firm in our beliefs. Do you feel me? You have more than proven your emotional investment. You have more than proven your feelings. And that you're willing to share them. You're willing to provide emotionally, abundantly. Okay? And I mean to the point of bone weariness. That's what this card represents. He gives and gives and gives to the point of complete exhaustion and bone weariness. Okay, speaking of bone weariness, my dude Bones is here. All right, that's not his official name, but you know, just with the bone reference. You feel me? That's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay, so you have shown care in another way by being crisp and clear, keeping your mind clear. Okay, because that's another thing when you're emotional. Keeping your mind clear, crisp, being firm in your beliefs, things that are factual. Okay? Not gassing somebody's head up. Oh, I feel this way about you. I feel that way about you. No, you're giving them information that they can use to heal themselves. These are the healers having a mutual beneficial conversation. You gave them healing information that could heal them for the long term. Ten of Pentacles. Hello? You gave them an abundance. You gave them a Ten of Pentacles portion of this beneficial information. Okay? And, you know, about healing and stuff like that. And you weren't having it. You love like a warrior is what I see here. Love like a warrior. You took a leap of faith. You didn't know if it was going to be meaningful. You know there's a deeper meaning to what you were doing, but you didn't know if it was going to be meaningful to that person, because I see here that you had to take a leap of faith to even tell them this information, to even give your energy to them like this, to share your, you know, what you know with them. You dig what I'm saying? And the deeper meaning of things, and the deeper meaning of emotions, or the deeper meaning of your emotions, or, you know what I mean? You gave them the full spectrum layout on the shit, okay? And you took a leap of faith to do such. Hold on, they're getting a little extra jazzy. Where is my mouse? Ah, here it is. All right. Yeah, so you took a leap of faith. It was like a foolish move, right? Because this is the Fool figure in my card. And he's just getting to know his powers. And so you took a leap of faith by giving some information to someone who maybe was new to their powers, and or somebody who just simply did not give back on the level that you give, but you still cared, and so you gave them that information anyway, hoping that you would be effective in the face of doubt about whether or not, you know, you would reach your goal. They would understand the importance of a devil being loose. You dig what I'm saying? The importance maybe of their path, or the importance of thugging some shit out and facing the demon and transcending the fear of the demon. Okay? Right. Right, that's powerful. Okay, let's move on. Mutual respect. Look at that. So, respect, mutual respect, mutual benefit. You poured, I don't even know how to describe the metrics that I'm seeing here, of energy into sharing this information, into being this person, or into providing this service. Again, this could be your career. I'm seeing an office building. I'm seeing, well, it's like we said, it's Taraji, you know, and I don't mean like the word, you know, this is her reading, but you know, you get me, right? Hear me and feel me for best results. Mutual respect. I'm sorry. Right. Yes. Mutual respect. Clear road. Clear road. Clear road. Mutual. Mutual. Respect. Respect. Emotional giving. Emotional giving. I don't think we've had this many matches before like this. I mean, you know, it's still early. You know what I'm saying? So this is the clear road. The clear road. Destiny. Okay? Destiny, the child. Life purpose. You feel me? And mutual respect, you said, is the measurement here with the Queen of Swords energy. Okay? Mutual respect. Keeps the road clear. You feel me? And there's a boundary. So it's like being on a road, staying in your lane. You stay in your lane. That's what I see here. That's what I see here. You be staying in your lane. And because you be staying in your... See, the devil tries to get you out your lane. Yeah. Yes. All right. That's what we know. That's what we all know. All right. He tries to get you out your lane. You don't be coming out your lane. Okay. and you don't be coming out your lane and you're just moving along your lane, doing what you and only you can do. Well, the devil is like, word, that's what you thought you was gonna do? You thought you was just gonna blow past me, huh? And not have to face this demon? Everybody gotta face this demon. Everybody. Hello? Otherwise you can't get up here. You see what I'm saying? Right. Okay, so go on. Yeah, going after what you passionately want. Yeah. You wanted people or a person or a company to be able to be benefited by what you're giving. You didn't mind. You know what I'm saying? But when you start minding is when you don't see it coming back. You feel me? And so, like Taraji said, it's hard to stay passionate about what you're doing when you're not being paid properly, as we all well know. Hello? Right. This is how you maintain the clarity of the situation. I feel that you explained all this. You didn't just explain it, you lived it out, because the ancestor said, we saw that. What is that? All of this. Okay? We saw you giving, and then we saw you giving some more. What were you giving? Healing information, insights. Okay? Like these practitioners, they are giving each other, oh, this medicine does this, and it works for that, and that. I found it to be very helpful. And then this one, it could even be something where, you're just throwing around ideas, and you're like, oh, I'm not sure if this is going to work, but I think that it is based on this math. I've already, if you invest all of this punch, if you invest all of this energy, you can go after what you passionately want with greater ease. Mercy and grace of safe passage. Final judgment. Reaching the goal. Do you feel me? And this was made clear somehow. This was made clear. I feel that you respectfully made clear and you helpfully made clear how to get the best results. From what? I don't know. Okay, you get off on your floor. All right, how to get the best results. You gave a lot of energy to making sure somebody knew how to get the best results. Okay, and since we do see the Lover's card, it could be a relationship, of course, not necessarily romantic, but you can get off on the Lover's floor if that's your floor. Because I do have the Knight of Wands energy, and I do have relationship energy, and I do have a child energy. Okay, so you go ahead and get off on your floor. I'm staying in the sanctuary. And in this case, this is about law. How do we be successful in the dynamic between two human beings who care about one another? I'm going to go ahead and guess with the Cup family here. Well, they said that like the Queen of Swords. Let's say if two people were getting married, the Queen of Swords would be the, efficient. Okay? That sort of thing. Like it has to be crisp, clear. The respect has to be real easy to see, real easy to detect, and real easy to feel. That can't ever get difficult. Okay? If the respect, that can't become a thing. It can't be a habit. It can't be a habit, otherwise the devil. You feel me? It's got to be an anomaly if we come out of our lane. It's got to be an anomaly. It's got to be a reasonable fucking explanation for this shit. There was an earthquake, so I came out of my lane. Okay, that's reasonable. The road broke in half, and I had to veer off to the left real quick, Okay, no problem with the ancestor final judgment energy. Okay, no problem. But everything's fine. Nothing's wrong with the road. Nobody's fucking with you and you coming out your lane. That's a problem. You dig it? So, the devil veered into your lane, looks like here. Yeah, the devil veered into your, because you wasn't coming out your lane. That's why. And while that's positive, not coming out of your lane, on some level, there may be an avoidance. Or you might be dealing with someone who's, having avoidance, and or the devil may be trying to block someone else's lane, okay, that you're observing, because this is paying attention and watching. So you might be watching this happen to someone, and maybe you tried to give them some helpful information. You know what I'm saying? And to y'all mutual benefit. Okay, and there's still this to be done. The transcending of the fears and the facing of the demon. So I get the sensation, here we are in the present, right? Past, present, future. You could do that with it. Okay? But this is what's already been done and established. Okay? This is what's already been done and established. And this is clearly what the feelings, feel your fucking feelings. And if you wouldn't say it to a friend, you shouldn't say it to yourself. That's what's active right here. Okay, let's go on. Or maybe, let's say, if it's a couple, it could be where you might have given a lot of energy, of clarity, of truth, of mutual respect, sharing, sharing your secrets, helping each other, having each other's back, so you can both have what you passionately want, or, strengthen the connection. And then the masculine, I'm getting that from the feminine, the masculine energy is telling me he's given emotionally, maybe protection, safety, keeping the road clear so that y'all can, continue to pursue the star card, by the way. You know what I mean? So y'all have both given, exchanged the information, but y'all are both firm in your beliefs. You might have took a leap of faith. Something is wrong though. You're like, no. And I what I mean is, this is not necessarily a conflict, but it's something that, it's a maintenance program. It's a maintenance program. So it doesn't look like there's conflict per se, but it's discussing the law of how to prevent conflict around these matters of giving emotionally, sharing information, having a healing effect on each other, and having that be your intention toward each other, so that y'all can both have what you passionately want and have a long, healthy, happy, healing relationship. You dig what I'm saying? So it might just be where y'all are just learning how to understand each other and really, understand the value that you've gained in each other, and how to use that equipment to move into the future, to walk your path, to follow your star. Okay, let's get into this devil. All right, get off on your floor, everybody. Let's get into this devil. What about the devil? What about him? Oh, loss is not defeat. See? That's what you would tell your friend. That's what you would tell your friend. It's okay, loss is not defeat. All right? Because you're, energetically, right, in my vision, right, you're telling your friend the devil's on the fucking bridge. Like, you was trying to go along your path. You was like, he's busy over there with Puffy right now, so I'm going to try to just zoom real quick to my destination. The devil was like, where you going without facing your fears and your demons? Because the devil works for God, right? We ain't gotta like it, y'all. We do not have to like it. Okay? And maybe you were being a good person, and you're like, well, what more should I be able to do? What more should I be obligated to do? Right? I'm being a good person. I'm staying in my lane. If you're anything like me, you're big on staying in your lane. You're big on it. Okay? If you're anything like me, all right? Maybe you're nothing like me. Shout out to the new people, okay? But I'm just saying, staying in your lane, I could understand that a person feels like they did everything they needed to do by staying the fuck in their lane. You feel me? No, says the ancestors. Incomplete. This is not, you didn't do nothing wrong. This is cocoa butter, y'all. This is cocoa butter. They're trying to help you succeed. They're trying to help you get this Ten of Pentacles. What's really blocking the Ten of Pentacles, y'all? The devil. What the fuck does the devil have to do with you? You're in your lane. I'm going to tell you what it has to do with you. Your feelings of obligation. So whose face is the devil wearing? The person who's blocking the Ten of Pentacles, y'all. Come on. In your life, get off on your floor. In your life, this devil is wearing the face of someone you care about. Because the Cup family's here, that's why. Yeah. So again, this person may or may not be the devil. You know, ultimately, this person is not the devil. It's an entity thing. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't matter if the devil uses them to harm you. You gotta, it's like one of those vampire movies where, you know, the doting husband, you know, and the beautiful wife, the beautiful, you know, devoted wife. And, you know, the vampire bites her, turns her, and then the husband's got to drive a stake through her heart. He can't leave her alive. He cannot. She is demonic now. Do you feel what I'm saying? This devil's wearing the face of somebody. That's what that tells me. Because if you stand in your lane, you've given on scales, okay, where the ancestors had to come and give you the measurement because it's too big, it's too much for you to even know. You don't even know what you've given, they said. Right, you know you've given a lot. They can tell you down to the last motherfucking percentage how much you gave. And they're saying, based on that measurement, you're supposed to have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay? Whatever that means, however that, you know, manifests. Money, family, you know, legacy, reach your goal, you know, your career flourishing, whatever it is, on whatever scale it's acting out. You know what I mean? Because this could be you in a corporation, you know, there's an important account and the devil's trying to get in the way of you getting that account that's going to really send your career into the stratosphere. You know what I'm saying? And it's somebody who you thought was your partner. It was your mentor. Okay, like my boy, okay, there's Christian, whatever his last name was, okay? Have you been hearing about the super pretty black guy? Okay, who somebody was fondling aggressively? Right, okay. So you see what I'm saying? Okay. All right, I'm just saying he's being careful because he doesn't want his career to be intercepted by the devil. And he said that pretty much in English. So you see what I'm saying? All right, another child of God if he's telling the truth, which I do feel like he's telling the truth. Even though we might not all love how he's going about it, I don't care. But yeah, I'm just saying, you know, bottom line is he seems, even though he's an actor, he don't seem like an Oscar winning actor to me. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Anyhow, shout out to him, because if that happened, then whoa, I can understand why you're enraged and why you're being strategic. I do. Bursting free from limiting beliefs. Surrender to the superior power of the spirit. That's probably something that you would tell your friend. That's probably something you would say to your friend when they come back and tell you, oh my God, I you know, I've been doing this so long, I was so close, and then the devil left Puffy for 10 minutes and came over here to fuck with the children of God. Do you feel me? Hello? Okay. So, you know, and you're like, now what? Or whatever. Or maybe you're observing this. Or whatever, right? And then your friend is like, yeah, burst free from your limiting beliefs, because your friend is not wrapped up in the emotional intensity of it all. Okay? So that's why I be trying to tell y'all, like, I'm just reading the law. Understand I have my own journey. And that's important to understand. You know, so you understand the value you're actually receiving is my ability to read the cosmic law. You are not receiving my perfection. Do you feel me? You know, because that's between me and God. You know, it's how close I am to perfect and all that. But when it comes to reading the law, I have to be precise. I owe that to the craft. Do you feel me? And there's still room for error, which is why I tell you, hear me and feel me for best results. These are just examples of how you could apply the laws that I'm picking up on here. All right, bursting free from limiting beliefs. This is the strength card. That's meaningful. That's meaningful in light of this devil. In light of the feeling of urgency, the feeling of loss. You dig what I'm saying? Then that is absolute perfect math. That's what you would need. Strength. That's what you would need. Guess where you're going to get it? Right. From the superior power of the Spirit. Amen, ancestors. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for breaking it down how that you do. Okay? How that you do. Really, these ancestors, creator, I'm sorry, y'all, come with me. Creator, the gift that is the ancestors. It's wordless. Thank you, ancestors. All right, I don't want to start crying. All right, I don't want to start crying. All right, let's go on. Feel your feelings. Oh, shit, that's deep. Okay, not right now, though, okay? Later, okay? Later, because they said that. They said schedule, right? I think we talked about the feeling schedule, like Thursdays between 7 and 8, you know? Maybe sometimes on weekends kind of thing. That's how I do. Anything like me, okay? I mean, not in the extreme, but generally, yeah. Okay, so, yeah. Reaching for Excalibur's sword. You're the one. That's what it says here. You're the one. I know you're tired. Oh, thanks, ancestors. They said they know we're tired. Yeah. You know? And if maybe this is somebody else that you're observing and they're going through this, maybe that's how you feel about them. You know? I know you're tired. That sort of thing. That's what the ancestors are saying, because the ancestors know what it's like to be human. They know what it's like. You dig it? Either because they've been human or because they know the ancestors, you know, or whatever, if they're from some other region of the galaxy, you know what I'm saying? You're tired. You can't keep doing this. That's why you can't refill the punch bowl. That's why. Okay? You can't keep doing this. This is hurting you. This is a conflict of interest. Y'all are in agreement. We are in agreement with the devil on this. The devil said you reaching your goal is a conflict of interest. You agree that there is a conflict of interest. Is this motherfucker sitting in your pathway and in your lane? Right. I know that's right. Hello? But you empower yourself. What you gonna need? Strength. Where you getting it from? Superior power of the Spirit. What is this? Surrender. This is willing surrender. Surrender this person. The ancestor said, put your weapons down and come out with your hands up. That's what the ancestor said. Yeah. You're holding yourself hostage is what you're doing. Yeah. Yeah. Would you hold your friend hostage? Then why would you hold yourself hostage? Hostage from what? From the feelings that you feel. You feel these feelings. And if you were practicing child of God, your feelings are legit. Because look, final judgment, the ancestors respect. The ancestor said, I saw that. I saw you give emotionally, and I saw the devil committing an emotional crime. I heard. Okay? on the radio. You know how people be having the radio, the cop radio thing? I don't know what it's called. Okay, the cop radio thing, the walkie-talkie thing, okay? Where they could hear what's going on, right? And the police, and what, okay? So, well, the ancestors got one of those. And then they heard, you know, oh, so-and-so, children of God, ba, 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 you know, at this address, at this location, ba, 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 the devil, ba, ba, okay? And the ancestors said, oh, word, and went and got their arrows and their bows, their bow and arrow. Yeah, yeah. Sharpshooting, sniping. Yeah. They said they're not coming down there. It's a busy time. It's a very busy time, okay? They said they're not coming down there, but they was just going to handle the threat from a remote location. Look like here, okay? Maybe some rooftop, couple of blocks down, you know? Wait till this motherfucker get out the car. You dig what I'm saying? Kind of thing. This in the situation where this is straight up the devil. Okay, so oh, sharpshooting. The devil has somebody hostage too. I think this might be the, you know, the whole obligation care thing. You know what I mean? Whoever it is, that's a person you care about. Like what I was saying with my boy Christian, and he was saying, you know, it's going to break your heart if I tell you who this is. And at the very least, that tells us that it breaks his heart. You know what I mean? And he already expressed that this was a mentor of his, that he thought he was really coming up, mutual beneficial conversation. He thought he was really coming up as a craftsman. It wasn't just about money, obviously, if what he's saying is true. You know what I mean? He's like, listen, I'm so pretty. I don't have to sell ass or balls. Or, okay, hello? He's saying, I'm so pretty. You dig it? And, sell balls for what? People will just do what I say because I just flashed a gorgeous smile at their ass. You know what I'm saying? So he's lived in that bubble. Why would he come to, he's in the Empress energy. Okay, if y'all don't know about this guy Christian who, you know, was affiliated with the whole Diddy thing, okay, listen, go see that dude's video. It's compelling. You know, it's compelling, and I think he may be a child of God. Okay, I really do. That's what I'm seeing here. You know, I'm seeing he feels obligated, and that's, you know, because it was somebody that he cares about. Let's remember that he's not just outraged and angry at his feeling of powerlessness. You dig it? I'm saying, and the injustice of it all. You dig it? But he's dealing with heartbreak. That's what he's dealing with. You know? Just like if your hero turned out to be a fucking demon. Do you feel me? Hello? Right. You would be devastated. Feel your feelings. He finally gave himself permission to feel his feelings. And he finally started telling himself the things he would tell to a friend. He wouldn't tell his friend, sit on it, don't say shit. You dig what I'm saying? I mean, you know, obviously, you know, you might say that strategically. But your friend is going to try to come up with alternatives. Hey, try this, you know, to make you feel better. Go here, and so the devil won't be in your lane. Do this to get around it. They wouldn't just tell you just sit on it and do nothing. You dig what I'm saying? That's not your friend if they tell you that. As simple as that. Friends don't do that. So you see what I'm saying? So this is where you're grabbing the staff of your destiny. Okay? Destiny, grabbing the staff of your destiny. Excalibur's sword. You are the one doing what you and only you can do. This is your lane. Demon slaying? That's your lane. That's your lane. Yeah, but the other people, everybody who ever faced that demon was killed and... Okay. All right, but here's the thing, though. You're the one. You're the one. Hello? Right. So you doing what you and only you can do. What do? Surrender. Willingly. That's why the ancestors said, I'm not coming down there. You're like, ancestors, there's a devil in my... get the devil, he's attacking me. I'm not coming down there. I will shoot that motherfucker, though, says the ancestors. Thank you for that. Okay, I appreciate that. So it's a cover me situation. It's a cover me situation. Okay? So you got the walkie-talkie, all right? Okay, maybe we're the cosmic cops right now. I don't know. But you got the walkie-talkie. You're down on the ground. Okay? It's going down on the ground. All kinds of war, all kinds of conflict. Okay? You're behind the car. All right? Car's all shot up, blown apart, right? You're hiding behind the car from the fire, from the line of fire. And you're, walkie-talkieing to the ancestors, telling them the location of the enemy. Yeah, he's over here by the so-and-so on your right, bop, bop, right? Giving the coordinates so they can send in the whatever, missile, make the shot, whatever has to happen. They're not coming down there to help you. Okay, why? Because you're a soldier. That's why. Look here. Wounded warrior. The devil bit my leg. Okay. Wounded warrior. Something wrong with your leg. Let me bring it close. I mean, children of God, may nothing be wrong with your leg. Okay. That's just an example of the scenario that I'm creating right here based on what I'm seeing. Okay. Bless your legs. And so you're hurt is what's happening here. Okay, or whoever this person is hurt. Injured. That's what I mean by hurt. It could be emotional. But, including but not limited to emotional pain. All right? And you can't keep fighting. You got to get out of here. You can't stay behind this car. It's not going to last forever. You know what I'm saying? You got to get out of here. And it's not safe to stay still. You got to keep moving. Right? So, but the enemy is on your ass. You need some backup right now. You need some backup. All right? Absolutely. All right? So they said, okay, we bringing the backup. We see him. We got him. We got him. Lock it in. Don't give no more grace to this. Don't give no more grace. Okay? Absolutely. Whatever that means. Get off on your floor. No longer entertain whatever you was entertaining because you felt obligated. Like being in a brotherhood or being a cop. You know what I'm saying? When you know somebody is foul and they foulness is attracting foulness into your life, eventually, you got to feel your fucking feelings. You're the one to do that and live through it. Mercy and grace and safe passage. It's really none of your business beyond that what anybody else has done and failed to do. Dealing with this demon. That's really none of your business. I mean, it's interesting to know, but there come a time where you got to put the case file down and draw up your own strategy. And you already are thoroughly acquainted with the law, I'm assuming. And if not, watch some of my past videos. Boom, you'll be all caught up. And you can transcend this demon. So what I'm essentially, so you're saying, right, energetically right now to me through this reading, you're saying, so you mean I'll be able to dodge bullets? Right, and so now I'm coming back to you on the Mafia shit, telling you, Neo, what I'm saying to you is when you're ready to transcend your demons and face your fears, when you're ready to deal with this devil, I'm telling you, you won't have to dodge bullets. Do you feel me? When you slay this demon, you're never going to be scared of a demon again in your life. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. God is behind it all. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. You have an abundant future. Hello? Your ideas, your legacy, if it's family, your children, whatever. Loss is not defeat. Your career, whatever. Loss is not defeat. The account, if that's what we're dealing with, the account, your mentor, if that's what we're dealing with, you know what I mean? Or just somebody you care about for whatever reason. Loss is not defeat. It doesn't mean they're going to be better. It doesn't mean any of that. Mind your business. I mean, and I mean that with love. Okay? Mind your business, because that's above our pay grade. What is the best for somebody else? You know, you could come up with some pretty good math about it. Don't get me wrong. But it's outside of your lane. You dig what I'm saying? It's outside of your lane. So you can't do nothing about it outside of your lane. You got to do whatever you can do from inside your lane. Looks like you can do a lot, especially here, to the point where you don't even know how much you could do from your lane. And I get that they're staying back, number one, so that you deal with this demon. You deal with it. What you calling us for to deal with it? We'll have your back. That's what you're getting out of the deal. We'll have your back, but we're not going to treat you like you don't have the fucking strength. We're not going to treat you like you can't transcend this demon. We're not going to come down there like, oh, poor baby, you can't do anything for yourself. We're not doing that. Do you feel me? They're not doing that. You a full-fledged child of God, fully ranked and highly ranked. Don't turn into a 5-year-old when you see this fucking devil. That's what we hear about. That's what we doing. We handling these devils. Handing them their ass. And you got the receipts right on your motherfucking YouTube stream. Here they come. Receipt after receipt after receipt after receipt. Here's this demon, that demon, this demon, that demon. Hello? We knew they was hiding. We just didn't know where all of them was. We was like, it feels funny in here. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't like that guy. I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Well, now we know. Like, oh, God, I thought I smelled something. I told you the air was funky. Bang. Bang. It stinks when the demons are around. Stinky. You dig it? Not all stink, you know, like, let's not be delusional about the thing. But I'm just saying, you know, like, we don't want to be fucking fanatical and ridiculous. But I'm just saying, generally speaking, you can guarantee some stink somewhere, somehow, when the devil is present. Okay, so God is behind this devil being in your path. That's what this is telling me. Thug it out, says God. Thug it out. Because this is about you surrendering to the superior power of the spirit. Right. This is also about you understanding when to draw a boundary. Hello? You work for God and you don't work for no fucking body else. Please understand. You don't work for the ancestors. No, you do not. Your work benefits the ancestors as their work benefits you. We all work for God, in my estimation. In my experience, as far as my estimation is concerned. Okay? So if we're doing that, God is saying it's not your abundant future, or is nothing that is yours. Nothing that God has made and held for you is in danger, except if you put it in danger by not dealing with this demon. Now that's real. That's real. And that's the threat. The threat is you, because the devil don't do nothing. Hello? Right. The threat is you. Okay, but we're not saying you're at fault. No, you're not at fault for anything. That we're not saying any of that. Okay? We're not saying that. We are just living and we are just learning. That's all. That's all we're doing behind the black veil. We are living and we are learning. All right? So that's what I mean by that. What I mean by that is, would you tell your friend that they're too weak? You wouldn't tell your friend that. You might tell your friend, hold off on the wild shit you want to do and get your affairs in order in terms of, get yourself some muscle, get yourself some powerful connections, get yourself some, stabilized environment, get yourself this, start focusing on that. You might tell them that and then handle that devil. You might tell them that with the mutually beneficial conversation juice. You know what I mean? But you're not going to tell your friend they can't handle slaying a demon. Yes, you can. Of course you can. So that's what you got to tell yourself. Of course you can. You was built for this. What are you talking about? Not only were you built for it, you were trained for it. So you got talent and you got skill. Hello? Two things. You don't know what you've given. And on some levels, I don't think you fully understand the abundance you've received. Do you feel me? The ancestors are your abundance. I know that's right, ancestors. I know that that is right. I know that's right. I feel like that's God talking right there. That's not the ancestors like, hey, I'm this and I'm that. No, this is God like, look what I gave you. Look how much I love you. You don't even get it. Okay, because this is the Queen of Cups is about hiding in plain sight. She's not hiding, but people can't see her in the daytime with a flashlight. Her love is there so immediately that you never knew your life without it. Do you feel me? The love of God was so immediate. You have never known your life without God's love on you. Hello? Come on now. Come on. Do you feel me? That's coming from the gift of the ancestors right there. And what does that mean? In how do you apply that? Okay? In real life, and by real life, I mean like real estate, as in physics, as in the world of matter. Okay? Not that the spirit world is not real, so we understand. Authenticity, that's not what I mean by that. I mean the real world in the physical world sense of the word. That's why it's a stretch. That's why it's an accomplishment to surrender to the superior power of the spirit. It's an accomplishment. It is reaching for the staff of your destiny, understanding that God is behind it all. That's why you would never, once complete with this experience, have to ever fear another demon another day in your life. Come on, y'all. Bring me to that day, ancestors, creator. Bring me to that day, if you're anything like me. Do you feel me? Okay? That's what I see here. You have to understand where your abundance comes from. It does not come from whatever you was feeling obligated about. Whatever, if it's, a group of people, if it's a family, or if it's you have to understand now as a priest, as a high priest and a high priestess, you have come away from from your civilian status. Let's put it that way. You've come away from that. You have new obligations now. You dig it? The more you know, the more you're responsible for. Right? As we well know. Which is why people try to, not be responsible for too much, Listen, I totally get it. But if you've accepted this cup from God, the divine cup, the legacy cup, you've accepted the cup. Well, let me tell you, the ancestors saw that. Hello? And as I'm sure you can look over your life and know the Creator got right to work when you accepted that cup. Right? All right, well, this is a grand accomplishment. Okay, there's some sort of grand finale going on here. Some sort of grand finale around your cup. You have to understand the cup and understand that you're being tested, and then put the, do the right thing on the test, because the devil show up, we think we did something wrong. Sometimes that's true. But for the children of God, we're understanding that God is behind it all. It's nothing you did. You were in your lane. They said that. The ancestors said they saw that. You was in your lane. Do you feel me? And here came the devil. It's not your fault. They're going to have your back. Okay, but you still got to do the lion's share of the work, because your feet are on the ground. You're the one in physical life, and you're the one under attack. He's looking at you. Type of shit. He can see you. He can't see God. He can't maybe see the ancestors, but he can see you, because he's bound. He is chained to this realm. He's bound. Okay, that's why these motherfuckers need us so bad, so he can have some real estate, you know what I'm saying? So, I see that he's not interrupting shit. That's what I see here. He's not interrupting shit. You have to thug it out because you got to be a thug. You don't have to thug it out because you're wrong, because you turned the wrong way, you pulled the sword out wrong, you reached for your power wrong, it's a bad idea what you have, or, you know, you was bad in the company, or you're bad at your job. It's not none of that. You got to be a thug because that's what high priests and high priestesses got to be. That's why this devil is here. Hello? Because you got to be able to deal with the devil. That's why. That's why. You can't be all too sensitive and too special or too fancy or too feminine or too masculine or whatever to deal with the devil. No, Everybody got to get their hands dirty with this demon right here. Either because you wrestling his ass to the ground and fucking him up, okay? Or because you got to take the long way around and you rocking with him. You dig what I'm saying? Either way, everybody deal with this devil. Okay, this devil is like Puffy. Like, I mean, God bless Puffy and everything, but the way he's like connected to everything, holy shit. Who knew he had all those connections? Okay, so, all right. So this is what I'm saying. Like, you know, this is what I'm saying. This nigga is Puffy. I'm so sorry he's become this, that we got to call him the devil like this. Wow. Anyhow, God bless him. You know, there's a child of God in there, you know, laid dead somewhere in his heart. God bless that child. So let's go on. Connecting the dots. That's what you're supposed to do on the test. You got to connect the dots. Oh, that's good. And the dots you can't connect, what you can't reach, what you can't do, surrender to the superior power of the spirit. So you get it? Do you get the cocoa butter of that? That's why they're able to say, you're going to get the mercy and grace of safe passage, because they know the level of training you have. They know what you're made of, and they know what they're made of. Do you feel me? So they're like, yeah, we got this. We got this devil. Between y'all and us, we're good on this devil. You're going to ace this test. Because that's what you would tell your friend, right? You're going to ace this test. It's based in fact, though. Queen of Swords. It's based in fact. You're not just like, pat you on the head. Say something sweet. That's why I'm not into nice. I'd rather somebody be kind than nice. You know what I'm saying? Don't smile in my face and act sweet and then you're a piece of shit. As opposed to true, authentic kindness. Doesn't require a smile or any kind of fluff. You know what I'm saying? But it's authentic value. You know? So that's my shit. You know, so that's not friendly to be nice. Or maybe you're trying to hold something back from somebody to save their feelings, save them from dealing with the devil, save them from having to face their fears and transcend these demons. And so that's essentially what, if we could say you were doing a thing wrong, that's what we would say you're doing wrong. You're trying to save someone from their path, from their karma. Well, I don't want to say path. I would say karma. Because judgment, I would say karma. You're trying to save them from their karma. You know why? Because this devil, you don't want them to deal with the devil. This is somebody you care about. Because the Cup family. Okay? And you don't want them. Of course you don't want somebody that you care about to deal with the devil. Of course you don't. Okay? But you're not allowed to come out of your lane. You're not allowed. Everyone has a lane. One lane per person. Okay? And there's no divine child left behind on that. Everybody gets a lane. There's plenty of lanes. Okay? Create an abundant. Ten of Pentacles. Bloodline legacy inheritance. Bloodline legacy, Ten of Pentacles. Reaching your goal. Hitting a target. Central axis. Okay? So, meaning this is the main thing. Shout out to the new people. It's the main event. This is the hub and the concentrated energy. This is reaching off into the future. This is dipping into the past. It's all coming together here. We're moving into this area here. This is still to be done. You taking the thug test. Yeah. Master thug. This is for the master thug. Yeah. Yes. Okay, because you know there's a spectrum. Okay, so the master thug, because when I say thug, that gives me determination. That gives me against all odds. That gives me by any means necessary. That gives me determination. Did I say that? that gives me pressure that you're applying. You know, like pressure's being applied to you, and then you push back with the pressure, or you push through with the pressure, using that energy to propel you, right? The way you would do, like if you needed to run, the Creator wants you to run. Why would you start running? Everything's fine. Let's put a devil on the path. Boom, you're running. Perfect. Okay? You know what I'm saying? That sort of thing. So it's to propel you forward. It's to propel you forward so that you'll understand that you are the master thug, and you will never fear thugging nothing out again a day in your life. Because what will you know? You will know that you're the one. You will know that God is behind it all. You will know that you have an abundant future. You will know that you've been trained for this, and you've earned your stripes here with the wounded warrior. You will know that loss is not defeat. You will know that you are doing something that you and only you can do. And that is why you will never have to fear another demon another day in your life. Facts. Do you feel me? Connecting the dots. What is that demon? Why is it here? What do I have to do with this? Why is it on my path? You will have all of those answers when you understand the Master Thug test. Okay? Yeah. There is no avoiding thugging things out. I don't want to thug it out. I don't want to thug. Excuse me? You're going to have to thug things out on a regular occasion. This is me reading you the law, not that I don't understand the excruciating challenge that could possibly be. I'm just simply saying, this is the math. You got to be a master thug. Okay? And you have an abundant future. So what would you fear a demon for if you know that? See, after the Master Thug test, that's verifying that you understand. You living in God's universe. Just like what the devil got to understand. That he's living in God's universe. And then we're the cosmic cops right now. You dig what I'm saying? And the ancestors of the cosmic cops right now. And we all rocking together. We all on the force together. Do you feel me? To regulate and execute the reality in the physical world. That God is behind it all. The reality that you have an abundant future and an abundant present. Didn't I say this is the present? Didn't I say this pillar is the present pillar if we're doing time, right? If we're doing time, past, present, future. This is a reference to the future, but it's in the present. What does that mean? It starts now, my friend. It starts now. And I know you can see it. Because this motherfucking devil jumped on your path. That's how I know you can see it. That's how close you are. It's close enough to see. That's how I know. You know, and so you're tired. You know, it's close enough for you to be exhausted at the fact that suddenly there's a devil in your path, obstructing your path. The level of frustration that you would feel at that, because you're clearly, that tells me that whatever your goal is, whatever this situation is, you know, in terms of your walking your path, arriving at your star, you're so close that it's almost mind-boggling that this motherfucker was able to get on your path again before you reach the goal. Like, that's how close you are. Like, it's like if you was 3 inches away and this motherfucker managed to put an obstacle in your way. You're kidding. That's how you would be feeling. Feel your feelings. Feel your feelings. It's totally okay. You know, because you might be on some, you know, like this, like spiritual people. You know how we do with the positive energy, right? You know, that gets toxic too. You want to be so positive that you don't want to deal with reality. You want to get around this demon. You want to get around the fact that life is gritty like that. Life is gritty. It's ugly sometimes. You want to get around that. You know what I'm saying? And no, there's no getting around it. You see what I'm saying? There's no getting around it. All you can do is this protocol, is this maneuver. This is a maneuver. This is a maneuver. Okay? I'm thinking fighter jet. This is a maneuver you're doing. You know? And you got to do it just right. You know, you got to do it just right. And that's how I know it's the Master Thug test. Okay? Because you've already achieved. You've already given. You don't even know what you've given. You have no idea on the scales that you've given. Okay? Like those of you who are divine children of God, and we can't see you at all. You're just living your private life and you don't have a platform or anything. And you're out there oozing out positive energy, right? So you don't want to be, I'm sorry I'm jumping around, but this is how it's coming to me. I got to rock with it. You don't want to be doubtful, can we say? You don't want to doubt yourself, or you don't want to get negative or argue or say how you feel, because it's gonna, it's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be the battle royale with the devil. You know what I'm saying? Feel your feelings. It's time to confront things. Is that not what we're seeing? Is humanity confronting its demons right now? I think all of humanity is confronting its demons. Right. So the maneuver you do, surrender. Surrender. Don't surrender what you can do. Surrender what you can't do. Feel me? God is behind it all. You're going to be fine. Whether it feels like that or not, feel your feelings. Doesn't matter. That's not going to get in the way. Your feelings are not going to get in the way of this abundant future. Your feelings are not going to get in the way of the mercy and grace of safe passage. They're not going to get in the way of your power and authority over your own destiny. Okay? It's not going to stop anything if you get mad or frustrated or, you curse the devil out or, get on back onto the, it's reasonable. It's reasonable because the ancestors saw that. A crime was committed. A crime was committed. Your feelings are legit. Facts. Oh, sorry. Sorry, guys. Okay, go on. Okay. All right. Oh, you know what I'm getting? Okay, so this is an interesting test because this is not like a written test. This is a performance-based test. It's a performance-based test. I get the sensation that the Creator wants you to, like for instance, there's an obstacle. It's active. It's not inanimate. It's active. It's in conflict with you. But you're supposed to stay in your lane. You're supposed to stay in your lane and wait till the Creator gives you the word to do the liftoff thing. Okay? All right? So in terms of how it's trickling down in your physical life, there's something you're thugging out. And that's the test. That's the test, to thug it out. You have to be the master thug. Okay? And then, of course, most tests don't last that long. So, loss is not defeat. You feel me? This is a test. They said that. They've been saying that a lot. Okay? They said that a couple of readings ago. This is a test of your central nervous system. Yeah. Okay? Because here, right here, who's this? Dambala Wedo. That's the serpent energy in this card. Ace of Swords energy. And that is pure energy. Anytime you see the serpents, that is pure, 100% uncut, unformed, raw energy. Okay? This is the air element of the raw energy. Okay? And so, okay, like a quick draw, McGraw situation. That's giving me the Queen of Swords right there. But this is about inertia, right? This is about, but beyond inertia, this is about when you call the energy, it comes. If you leave it alone, it sits there. I'm getting the sensation that the Creator wants you to sit there on your path and deal with this demon. And I'm getting the sensation that, like I said, it's a performance-based test. So when we say thug it out, you're not moving like, can I say laterally? Is that the right word? You're not moving like a cross. Like, you're not moving like, you're going up over the devil's head. Okay, so that's a maneuver. When you surrender to the superior power of the spirit. See what I'm saying? After that, they lift you. You see what I'm saying? After you do that, they lift you. Take the sword out, hand it to the spirit. Take the sword out. Only you can do that. What you and only you can do. Only you can do that, and then hand it to the spirit. You dig what I'm saying? Give yourself over to the spirit. That's what I mean by that. Give yourself over to something more powerful than you, not the devil. The devil's trying to possess you. That's what I see. That's what I see. Because if you wouldn't say it to a friend, don't say it to yourself. That's how I know. That's how I know. Feel your fucking feelings. That's how I know. You feeling away. Because this motherfucker in your ear. That's what sound like to me. Okay? That's what sound like to me. It's some shit you're telling yourself in order to legitimize continuing to give to, to something that's not given back to you. Or someone. And that, I don't know how active that is. That could be mild to cataclysmic for you. It might be a deep belief that you haven't really thought consciously about in a long time. You've just been moving with these assumptions, So that's why the Master Thug test, because it's going to prompt you with scenarios for you to solve. It's going to prompt you with questions for you to answer. And that's what's going to make you think of those things you haven't thought of for a while, So if any of that is coming up, I suspect it is, being as it's the holidays. Hello, that's when that family vibe is strong. The bloodline vibe is strong, and everybody's getting ready to implement the next, chapter of their plan for destiny. You know what I mean? So, I get agility test, like pull out the sword, make the maneuver, like how Neo had to download all of those martial art programs. That's this. That's this. And then you had to kick some ass. Then you had to go up in the Matrix. This is getting ready for us to be able to go up into the Matrix on the master side of it. Like when Neo had his bearings, he was familiar with the dynamics. He was, looking good in his motherfucking jacket. You know what I'm saying? Like he was like, all right, let's do it. Let's go in, kind of thing. And that's you dealing with Smith, with the grand finale energy. You dig what I'm saying? You got some grand finale business going on here. All right. It's the Master Thug test. You are to not move until the Creator gives the word. Do you feel me? It's a divine calling. Okay, so the Creator has called us this far. Okay? And now the Creator is waiting for us to do the next maneuver so that she can say the word now, lift now. You know what I'm saying? Take the sword out. Boom, give it to the ancestors. That's the part you got to know about. You know what I'm saying? Then after you give it to the ancestors, then bang. Then the Creator says the word, you lift up and go over the devil's head. Then you take action. That's when you take action. When the Creator says, and not a minute sooner, I don't give a fuck if there's a devil on your path. Thug it out. Remember I said they're not coming down there to save you? They're not. They're not. They're staying up there to save you. All right? Don't get me wrong. This is cocoa butter. Okay? This is cocoa butter. They're just going to save you from up there in the ways that you need to be saved, not in the ways that you don't need to be saved. So you're telling yourself you can't do it. You're telling yourself you're smaller than you are. You're telling yourself you gave less than you have. You're telling yourself, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about practicing children of God. Think you need to do more. Try again. With this, make this devil into an angel again. Nah, that's above your pay grade. And it's none of your business. And I mean that with all the cocoa butter, okay? With the aloe, with the enjoy yourself, with the you don't have to do that, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely. You ain't got to be, no, you don't. Okay? You ain't got to put up with the presence of the devil, is what I'm saying. You don't have to put up with the presence of the devil. So when the Creator says, when I say the word, she's not the one. He, she, what, it doesn't matter. She's not the one making you wait to solve this devil problem. She's not making you wait to solve the devil problem. She's making you wait to lift up. Because you are fully able to lift up, because we've studied this. That's why we're doing the master thug test, not the basic thug test. Okay? Basic thug, that's for the new thugs. Okay? This is the master thug test. So, you know how to transcend your fears and face your demons. You know how to do that already. Remember, your shit was stay in your lane, don't fuck with nobody, don't hurt nobody, you know, don't be negative to nobody, you know what I'm saying? And you think you've done enough, and you've done much. There's no question. There's no question. However, you was doing that to avoid this devil. Come on now, let's face the shit. We don't want to deal with the devil. We're the children of God. Why the fuck would we want to deal with the devil? Why? Hello? I am not here to judge nobody. I'll leave that to the ancestors. Final judgment. Okay? Absolutely. And that's my final judgment. I'm going to leave that to the ancestors. I'm going to surrender to the superior power of the spirit on that. Okay? But, we need to understand, however, that we are employed only by God now. And I mean, by that I mean, I understand you may want to transcend this demon immediately. Like, let me just go over his head. I ain't even got to talk to him. I ain't even got to deal with this motherfucker. Nothing. Okay? Kind of thing. You do have to deal, because you can go over his head. And that's why it's too easy. It's too easy. Okay? No, I can't allow you to get around, because really I need you to slay demons, says God. Yeah. And the ancestors came and said, yeah, that's kind of what it means to be part of us, to be part of our ranks. It means you have to be a demon slayer. And in order to be a demon slayer, you have to be a master thug spiritually. Absolutely. You got to know how to remove things that's in your lane. Right. Because we're going to be traveling at phenomenal speeds. We don't have time for obstacles to be popping up unexpectedly. And we don't know how to do a maneuver. Hello? We don't know how to do a Jesus take the wheel move. You know, but also do something that's logical and critically intelligent. You know, but beyond that and the factors we can't control, we have to know that maneuver. Here, ancestors, bang, here's the sword, get him. You know what I'm saying? And then bang, he gets shot. Teamwork. You know what I'm saying? Teamwork. So, then after you deal with the devil, you can do your maneuver that you know so well, which is to, you know, lift up and get out of there, take action. You already knew you wanted to do that, is the sensation that I'm getting here. So that's why this is a test, because you already know how you would solve this problem. Get away from this motherfucker. But you can't outrun the devil, because why? God is behind it all. So no matter where you go, there you are. So if you wouldn't say it to a friend, don't say it to yourself. Because no matter where you go, there you are. So feel your fucking feelings. So that's what the Creator is saying. I know you don't like the fact that you got to thug out this demon. Feel your feelings. You have my permission. Feel however the fuck you want to feel about it. Essentially, I'm paraphrasing. Okay? Absolutely. Feel however you want to feel about it. You can't stand that I you know, am testing you this way. You hate the devil, or, you know, you can't stand this. It frustrates and scares you, or, you know, this is damaging, it's destructive, it's traumatic, or yeah, feel however you want to feel. You can feel traumatized if you want to. It's okay. Okay? The Creator has enough cocoa butter for all your pain. Enough for all your suffering, enough aloe for all your cuts and scrapes. There's enough medicine for everybody. Do you feel me? So don't worry about it. Yeah, as a warrior, you're going to be in wars. As a warrior, being in wars, you're going to get hurt. So you got hurt, so what? You forgot that you was in the priesthood? You forgot about the spirits? You forgot about God? You forgot your training? That's why you're being tested. That's why. And that's why you have to understand that about yourself. You're not qualified to say, I shouldn't have to be tested this way. You know what I'm saying? You're not really qualified. And I mean that with love, y'all. That's good news that you're not qualified. That means that's work you don't have to do. That's what I'm saying. That's your wealth. That's what God has given you, the love that you've never known your life without. That's that love. Do you feel me? That's that love. Love is a skill. It's not all about cotton candy and butterflies. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes love is, hey, motherfucker, get your shit together before you come outside with the rest of the humans. That's love. Hello? It depends on why you're saying it. But that's love. Now, I'd rather somebody say that than give me some sort of, it doesn't matter how you go outside. It doesn't matter. That's bullshit. Just to be nice? No thanks. You can hold that. You dig it? If you're anything like me, shout out to the people who ain't nothing like me, all right? You got plenty of space in this universe without my judgment. Final judgment from the ancestors. Let us move on. Protocols. Come on now. This shit screams protocol, right? Didn't I say maneuver? Okay, listen. Protocols. Right. Truth. Magic mirror. Moon card. Narnia. Right. You have to stand in the truth. What is the devil saying? What's he saying? Oh yeah, keep giving out all your essence and don't expect nothing in return. Shut up and be glad you got what you got. Don't get me wrong, be glad. Truth with the lies, you know what it is. With the devil. You know what I'm saying? Truth with the lies. So, okay. So yeah, absolutely. You've given. You have. Time to have some boundaries about that. Okay, and standing on the truth that God is behind it all. Stand on that truth. In the face of whatever this devil is telling you. That the devil wants you to think you can't get away. He's holding you hostage, or he's trying to. Essentially that's what it is. It's the devil trying to hold us hostage so that we cannot flourish as the children of, remember the pillars? Remember when we started the pillars? Hard rocks. Remember when we started the pillars? What was happening in the world? And look what's happening in the world when we built these fucking pillars, y'all. Look by the end of the year. And the final pillar started on the solstice. The final pillar is spirituality. We are surrendering to the superior power of the spirit during this pillar. 4 pillars. Okay? This is the last pillar from us building a world here in the physical realm for the children of God to flourish. Didn't I say that's what the pillars was for? If you're new here, look, search on my page and look up the pillars. Get the earliest one you can get, okay? So you understand the pillars. So, boom, this is the spiritual pillar. What do we got to do? All right? This is a mirror-to-mirror situation, with God. The mirror in you and the mirror in God. Are y'all equal? Are y'all symmetrical? Are y'all here? That's what the spiritual pillar is about. Is your frequency in symphony with God? And, the building of the pillar is the establishing of that frequency, right? The fine tuning of that frequency. And I feel that that's what the master thug test is about, to test your frequency attunement capabilities, to test your ability to have control over your mind and what you believe, to have control over your emotions and how you apply them. Also to have your communication systems clear and set up and very solidly connected to the ancestors and the creator. We got to make sure everything is in place for this new shit we're going into. Okay? Because look, I believe our energy is on time with the universe, and look what's happened throughout the year as we've been doing our shadow work. Because it's levels to the shit, right? Well, we're at the master thug test now. Pow. You got to make sure you don't slide into Narnia. You got to be totally impervious to that. Like the devil can't come and tell you, oh, maybe God abandoned you. I mean, hello? Ladies, I mean, they might as well tell us, oh, the golf game's on. Want to watch it, honey? I mean, you can't get me more uninterested in a thing than you can when you ask me that, okay? I'm just going to fall down dead with disinterest right in the middle of the floor, okay? Do you feel me, ladies? Anybody? Okay? So it's that sort of thing that I feel all of his power is going to be taken away. So as the devil turns up, this is what I'm getting, y'all. Pull up on this one. As the devil turns up, what I see is that he is going to be pouring his cup of evil out. Okay? And that could be the, what the Christians was talking about with the cups of wrath, that of the angels, right? The seven seals and all of that, right? Christians, right? And I see that as God's work. God is behind it all, but using the devil to kind of pour out, emptying the devil of power, emptying him of power. But before that final day of it's over with that thing, or with that thing having that kind of power over us, over the children of God. Like, you could do you in the sanitation area in the boiler room, but don't come up here with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could be underground with y'all shit. So, or something, whatever, that the equivalent of that. On the other dimension they was talking about giving to us. I'm seeing him emptying of power, but there's going to be a season of just us being mind blown by what's coming out that cup. Do you feel me? There's going to be an entire season. I don't know how long it's going to last, but it's going to get to the level where it feels like this is how life is now. So the season has to be that long. I don't know if it's a year or what, but it's going to be something that nobody can see past. Because again, you can't get around it. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just like what Nikola Tesla said in his book, The Problem of Human Energy. He was talking about where he saw humanity going. Okay? It's a small book. It's very light, but the information is heavy. It's heavy. And he was saying that, first of all, dumb people. He said this in English. Read the book. Okay? He said, stupid people are going to be the top primary problem for the future, for the humans in the future. Okay? Because they don't know enough to make smart moves. They don't know enough to let smart people make smart moves. They don't know enough to, if they don't have the wisdom to let somebody else who's wiser than them. They're not even smart enough to recognize that you're smarter than them. You know what I'm saying? So, he was getting all the angles there. And I just feel like when he was talking about turning the world around, he was like, well, think about it in the sense of physics. If you would turn the world around, you have to first slow it down and then stop it. So that's a whole season. I'm adding. That's a whole season. That would be a whole experience. If it started slowing down, it would be the season of the slowdown. And we would be like, what the fuck is happening? Everything. So the slowing down's weird, or whatever was affected by that. Then it would be the stop. That would be a season. And then turn the world around the opposite direction, which is the, building momentum season, and then finally getting into your regular rotation. So he was like, you can't just shift energy like that. It's a process. It's a process. Okay? There's a protocol you got to follow. Okay, slow down, stop, and then begin to turn around. So that's essentially what I think is going to happen. That's an illustration of what I mean by we're going to have to live through that season of holy shit, the evil in that cup that the devil was holding. Because the devil has a divine cup, right? Because he works for God. Right. God is behind it all. Hello? And this guy's family, we ain't gotta like it. He's part of the cosmos. Okay? He's part of the forces of nature. Alright? And so the evil in this cup, because it's divine levels, it's two divine levels, it's the mirror reflection. Yeah. It's the anti. Okay? It's the anti. And so the anti-God, the anti-divinity. I said the anti-divinity, y'all. Yeah, reflect on that shit. Yeah, that's right. Reflect on that shit right there. Because we all know how big and amazing God is, right? This is the anti-God. Imagine what's coming out that cup, y'all. It's coming next year. It's coming. That's what they're going to start pouring it out in January. How do I know? Epstein, the names on the list is coming out. That's just the beginning. That's just the beginning. That's how I know. Like, oh, that's how we getting started. That's the appetizer for 2024. That's the appetizer. Is the list of names? This whole fucking world is coming apart. Oh, right. Do you feel the shit we're gonna see come out that cup, honey? I mean, it's wordless, y'all. I can't describe what I'm feeling, but hear me and feel me, okay? And come back to this tape next year, because I promise you, if you come back to this tape in Mercury, okay? Like, mark down, save this on the list. Think readings to come back to in the future. Make yourself a list, okay? On your channel, okay? Yeah, in your YouTube account. That's a brilliant idea. I think I'm gonna do that. Thanks, ancestors. Thanks, Creator. Yeah, that's a brilliant idea. Because, you know, I was talking about a lot of people's going to die. I think I was talking about that last week. And then a couple of days later, Russell Brand comes out with a video talking about, you know, deaths everywhere. Why deaths, you know, up, and, you know, insurance companies are complaining that deaths are rising at phenomenal levels. I was like, holy shit, I need to be able to correlate these things for people, you know, because we watch a reading, you know, and then it's over. You know, we watch 25 more readings, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But, you know, I don't know. If you're anything like me, you forget shit, you know, so, you know, like, you know, it's done. It's over. I'm on to the next thing. So I'm just saying, save this. So, because the cups of wrath. Okay, the cups of wrath. That's major. That's major. The cups of wrath are coming, y'all, and it's going to be anti-God. And just like God is mind-blowing, the shit that's going to be in this cup is going to be mind-blowing, y'all. And y'all are going to have to be able to hold down your dinner when you hear about what this motherfucker been doing in this world while we've been sitting right here. Do you feel me? All of this been going on while we've been sitting right here. No wonder we uncomfortable. No wonder. Hello? And it's going to make you sick, because that's why I needed to come here and for cocoa butter. That's why. Because I've been hearing about what's going on, and I have to say it's starting to make me nauseous, because that's how much evil. And then I see the devil, you know, in my own life running loose in certain areas. You know, he like to pop out the woodworks every now and again. You know what I'm saying? And so it's the same flavor, it's the same recipe, no matter what scale or level or walk of life or tax bracket you're having this experience in. This is happening to humanity. This devil being loose and what it means, and things being uncovered, and truths, and, you know, family connections, and, you know, and business and money, and, you know, and what do things really mean? What is the significance? Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. All right, it's cocoa butter. Cocoa butter is very heavy, you know, it's very heavy. So even though it heals, it's very healing. All right, so that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be some cocoa butter, all right, for you. It looks like it's working out, but I'm sorry if it doesn't feel good right away. It's my point. I'm sorry if it doesn't feel good right away. But you should get ready to be able to hold your stomach together when you see some of the shit that's going to happen next year. Is the sensation that I'm getting. Okay, hold your stomach together, because there's going to be nowhere you can run without hearing, feeling, or seeing some shit that's this devil is doing. Hello? And it's going to make us possibly feel like there's no way around it. And there is no way around it. We can only go through, right? That's what fear means, to pass through. All right, anybody? All right, holler at me if you know in the comments. So through this time, through this place, through this challenge, okay, but not through the devil, but over his head, up, transcend. Okay, so just so we know how I'm applying these words. Boom, the protocol of Narnia, understanding the membrane, okay, understanding the threshold. Okay, that's what the veil is about, between, you know, reality and Narnia, or between you know, the reality that we formerly could handle knowing, and the secrets and mysteries behind the membrane, you know, because that's another thing that God was doing. God likes to protect us from knowing too much because it can destroy our mental health. Because the human machine was not built to withstand that kind of energy, that kind of knowledge. There's certain knowledge you can't know, which is the whole tree of knowledge thing. However that's shaped up visually, it doesn't really matter. The point was, God had, according to the story, set something aside because we were not mature enough as a species yet, is the bottom line. But no, you know what I'm saying? Okay, according to the story. With some bad teenagers, you know what I'm saying, kind of thing. Or naive children. You know, I think that's actually more accurate. Naive children. Which there's no sin in naivety, especially for a child. Okay, so there's no sin in that. So what was the sin? Not waiting till God gave you the word. Come on now. You have to be a master thug. Right. Full circle. Did we just go full circle? Okay. Okay. The point is, God gave us a limited amount of information. The curtain about to be pulled back. If you want to be able to process this and get the mercy and grace of safe passage, you're going to have to transcend your demons. Because if you're down here with them, you're going to burn up with them. Now the children of God are in no danger of that happening when we're practicing children of God. But as Puffy shows us, some will be fallen. And it will be spectacular in its example. I mean, is this not spectacular, what we've seen? And I don't mean positive. I mean amazing. I mean scale, volume. It's spectacular. Okay, and that's when you break the law. I said a crime was done. When you break the laws of God, your fall will be spectacular. Like a falling star. Right? We look at the fallen stars and we say, wow, amazing. Right. And we don't even know what the fuck that means. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we might know, you know, the physical, but we don't really know what that means when there's a falling star. Because is that a star falling? Like, that's a big deal. What are you talking about? So I'm just saying, are we speaking accurately, or is that the loose way of saying meteor? Or, you know, I don't know. If you know about astrophysics, holler at me in the comments so I can be smart like you, please. Thank you. Let's see here. And plus, put it in the comments so the smart juice can spread around. Because even if I don't read it and somebody else comes to the comments to read it, you might have just saved the world. You don't even know what you do. Put the energy in the comments. Put it. Okay? Put it. Because you know what? You're spreading the knowledge juice and the wisdom juice around like this. It doesn't even matter if I read it or not. Okay? Even though I want to read it, that's one of my New Year's resolutions. I'm going to get more up in the comment section. Again, you know, regular occasion. But that juice is not there, just there for me. Consider that when you're writing your comments. Consider that you're not just talking to me, you're talking to humanity. Whoever comes across, you know, it's a divine thing. Whoever comes across my channel, and then you could be on my channel and may or may not hit the comment section. So you see what I'm saying? So spread that juice around so the divine and right people can come and get it. Do you feel me? Okay. So boom, mercy and grace of safe passage upon the reflection, seeing your reflection, and follow the protocols, because you know what's going to happen with the reflection? The devil going to get up in the mirror and tell you, you bad, you ugly, you the devil. Okay? If you wouldn't say it to a friend, you shouldn't say it to yourself. What are you saying to yourself when you look in the mirror? Let's do some mirror work during this pillar, during this spiritual pillar. This is mirror work. I did say that. I did say it was a mirror thing. Okay? I was coming from a different angle at the time, but yeah, mirror work. Look. Favorable outcome. See, because the truth, that's why. Because facts, remember the facts. When this Narnia shit is at play, Remember the facts. Remain seated within the self for favorable and best results. Remain well seated and centered within the self, understanding the scope, the swing of the pendulum from life to death, okay? And what goes in between? The details. And who's in there? You already know, okay? Understand that that's life. Don't let Narnia freak you out. That's why you got to pass this Master Thug test. It's like a licensure. It's not a license to be a high priest or a high priestess. You're already that. Okay? You're already that. That's not the issue. The issue is this is special training. This is like a special training. This is just beefing you up. This is beefing you. Okay? Because others will come behind you. You know, there are student teachers and there are master teachers. And then there are students. You see what I'm saying? So it's levels to the shit. You feel me? You're going to the master teacher level. Master teacher. Okay? Some of you are going to the student teacher role is still a level of mastery that you're achieving. Do you feel me? If you're a student and you just got into the high priesthood program, you know, you've mastered something about civilian life, which brings you to this spiritual space. It's this very elite school. Okay, you notice they're attacking the schools? Oh, we're going to see more about that. You know, because what do we need schools for with AI? Schools are going away, y'all. Mark my words. Put this in your list. Okay, things to come back to. I think you're going to have to come back to that in a couple of years if YouTube is still a thing. But in terms of the anti-God energy, that's coming right away. That's coming right away. Absolutely. So, boom, new beginnings, taking care of yourself, replenishing yourself, restoring yourself, okay, upon the transcendence of the demon. So you're not going to get restored and replenished while you're taking the Master Thug test, okay? So don't expect to, you know, to look your best on this event, in whatever way, you know, like feel your feelings, you know, like maybe you don't like to break a sweat, you know, never let them see you sweat kind of thing. Break a sweat. You are absolutely allowed to break a sweat fucking this demon up. Because nobody can fuck a demon up without breaking a sweat unless they're a master thug. Only master thugs can do that. Okay? So if you break a sweat, you're earning your stripes as a master thug. Do you feel me? Even though you got many stripes, many. Wounded warrior, many stripes, many accomplishments. Okay? As a warrior of God. Okay? Many accomplishments. But, you got to make sure your wig is strapped on tight. They want to see that happen. Look, surprise and change all of a sudden. Okay, so here's the other thing. G-force. Let's discuss the G-force. That's going to be something to handle. That's going to be its own kind of challenge. Why? Because it's the speed, okay, at which you will be rising. It's going to be disconcerting, I get the sensation, which is why they're saying centered, remain seated, strap in tight, okay, hands, arms, and legs in the vehicle. Hello? Because we're taking off all of a sudden, okay, all of a sudden, blow, as soon as you get through this. Okay, because here I'm seeing, okay, so you're doing the Master Thug test. All right, let me wrap it, right? You're doing the Master Thug test. Okay, you do the maneuver, right? Based on your training, you do the maneuver, pull the sword out, reaching for the staff of your destiny. So that's the part you can control, right? And then you do a maneuver with that sword on this devil. Do you feel me? And then the maneuver that you do, I don't know if it's cutting this devil up or not. I don't know how that works. But I know that ultimately when you pull out the sword, it needs to result in you doing your part and then surrendering that sword to the ancestors, and then bang, they make the shot, or they cut the cut, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You hand them, they dunk on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you throw them the ball, you gotta go get the ball. That's the thing. They're saying, yo, go get it. Okay? You're getting the ball, you throw it to the ancestors, and the ancestors slam dunk on this devil. Bang. So, you know, all of that protocol has to happen. In order for that to happen, you have to remember that you have an abundant future. You have to remember that God is behind it all. So don't start getting caught up in what the devil is saying and thinking that this motherfucker has real power in your life. He does not. Unless you give him the sword. This is your choice during the thug test. The choice is, are you going to surrender your sword to the devil in whatever way, conformism, whatever way you're conforming, or whatever you're conforming to, tradition, or something that is outside of the law. Like, tradition is fine, you know, until we're outgrowing it, you know, or until traditions change. And God will be to tell you when it's time for the tradition to change. You know what I'm saying? God will put it in you. All right. So, or you could give your sword to God, essentially, by giving it to the spirit. You win. Just off the strength of that. You pass the test with flying colors just off the strength of that. You feel me? Then you're ready for transcendence. You see what I'm saying? So then you got to know enough to go jump in the chopper and strap in. Okay? And then God is going, you know, oh, I don't have the key. I don't know how to deal with a chopper. You know what I'm saying? So the creator will download the chopper program real quick. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you feel me? Everything that needs to happen will come into place. Just do your part. You don't need to see everybody else's part. You know, like, oh, but what about this? What you just do your part. That's all. If you understand that God is behind it all. If you understand that the ancestors have final judgment and they have the strength where you do not. And that way, because you have the ancestors, you have that strength. Because you're a made man and a made woman. You see what I'm saying? So that is your muscles. Even though it's not all about you. It's the many and the one. You feel me? Stronger together. Shout out to the Planet of the Apes. Okay, hello? I love that movie, yo. I was like, yeah, the apes need to get smart. Put these motherfuckers in check around here. You know what I'm saying? Anyhow. Suddenly we're going to take off into this new dimension. Okay? Suddenly. And I'm sure as we reflect when 2025 is coming up, we're going to be like, whoa, that really happened. You know, that, okay? Because the ancestors be telling us. So, okay, wrap it up all the way. Wrap it up all the way in a nice, neat bow. Okay? Now it's in the box, got wrapping paper. Let's put the bow. Ancestors, what's the grand finale here today? With this message. Keep the peace in your environment. This is giving me your internal environment, and of course as far out into the physical environment as you can manage. Surrender the rest to the spirit. Right? Okay, nice. And I get store energy. I get store your energy. I get work. Concentrate on your work. Concentrate on what you're doing, which is essentially what I was just saying. Concentrate, because that's what he's doing. He's concentrating on what he's doing. He's busy. You know, he's not busy like the King of Wands is busy. He's busy like the King of Pentacles is busy. Like, busy counting money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, busy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what the King of Pentacles is doing. You feel me? So, do that. All right? Get ready to, you know, be able to get your money counting fingers ready. Get your money counting fingers ready. Because it's not just about money. As we well know, you know, like, you know, having what you need makes you smile, but you do need to understand the G-force that you're going to experience. Okay? And what I mean by that is it's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be phenomenal G-force. Because we're not used to moving this fast in our reality. You know, processing information this fast. Going from one tax bracket to another this fast, or the laws changing this fast, because it's not just what's happening to you. The entire world is changing. So your life is changing, and then the whole world is changing. So there's going to be a lot to process for us, for every human. And then you got to deal with other humans who's processing a lot, because we're all processing a lot. Then we're going to have to start caring about each other as people's screws start popping loose. You know what I mean? Then we're going to have to start being like, oh, well, you got to understand why the guy went in there and shot up everybody in the bank. You know, you got to understand. Okay? Stressful out here, all right? Absolutely. We're going to start being more empathetic towards one another. Right. Hello? That's going to be more common, you know, is all I'm saying. The children of God already do the empathy thing, but it's going to be more common to be empathetic. It's going to start being legislated. That's what I think is going to happen. Okay? Absolutely. But it's a process, right? Okay, go ahead. Move on. Ready for anything. Get ready. Get your plans ready. Hello? Get your supplies ready. Come on, y'all. Okay? Absolutely. Get every free supply you can find. All right? Start there. All right? Get every free supply you can find. Information, maps of your city. You know, it's real, y'all. Because if this motherfucking internet go down, y'all, how we gonna reach each other? Right. How we gonna know our way around if we can't get GPS? Listen, don't depend on these people. The cup of anti-God is coming. These people cannot manage it. And the systems that support us, those are coming down. Right. So don't rush. You know what I'm saying? You're good. Mercy and grace of safe passage, abundant future. You're cool. But do yourself a favor and act like you heard these ancestors talking to you today. Is all I'm saying. You know, start your research if that's the level that you're at. Because the right, divine and right things will come into your way and you'll get everything you need right when you need to have it. Remember that. That's the master thug test. Hello? It's like, I don't know what happens. I don't know what they're going to do in the world. Oh, well, we got to buy a bunch of water. But wait, we can't because it's too expensive, or we can't because we don't have the room to store that much water right now. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Get information. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have room for storage or money to collect supplies, get information. Get maps. You know, find out about alternative communications. Find out what is not, you know, bound to the satellite and the antenna. You know what I mean? Find how you're going to, you know, move if there's no gasoline. How you going to move around? You know, you got an electric bike. What if the electric grid goes down? You know, like, hello? Get people's information. You know what I'm saying? Get people's information. Like, what part of the world are you in? You know, like, so let's set up safe pockets for each other. Okay? Wherever a child of God is, another child of God will be safe. Let's become these people, because I'm telling you, the world as we know it is finished. A new world emerges. It's happening right now. You got to be ready. Pass your tests. Wait for God's word. Be ready for anything. Face fears. Face fears. Be ready to face fears, because some scary shit is coming up out this cup, y'all. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, even the children of God are going to be shaken by the shit we about to see. I promise you, that's why they're telling you, put your sword in the ground over here with the sword of truth. And on the truth, you know, regardless, not the sword of your destiny, this the sword of truth. Don't let your truth move unless I tell you, says God. Okay? But this mirror, this gonna be freaking people out right now. I'm telling you right now. But this could also be, you know, the computer, the internet, screens of all kinds, the news. Hello? There's many layers. All right? You are to remain seated until God tell you to get up. Okay? And then when God tells you to get up, hurry up and get up. With the King of Wands energy, hurry up and get up. Because he gotta hurry up and come up with something. Because he's the funky drummer. He's putting in so much energy, another way of energy, but this is fire. Okay, this is fire. So much passion, so much get up and go. When God said, when I tell you to get up and go, motherfucker, I mean run. I mean now. You know what I'm saying? Not no saunter, not no, not a jog. We talking about a mad dash to ascension. And what does that mean? That means G-force right here. Surprise, sudden change, all of a sudden, possible disruption of physical affairs. I'm telling you, it's going to be a disruption of physical affairs. I can tell you that right now. Okay? We're not going to be able to depend on nothing being normal no more, whatever that ever was. Okay? No pretense. Be ready for anything. And stack and collect and build and protect. You know what I'm saying? And maintain. Maintain. Okay? Master Thug Test. Lastly, divine timing. Hello? Grand finale. Ancestors. Death card in my deck. Listen, this is a situation where the dead and the living are helping each other out. Helping hands. Okay? With the increase of death, there's going to be an increase of ancestors. And with the increase of injustice, there's going to be an increase of angry ancestors. Didn't I say the cups of wrath? What's in that devil's cup is God's wrath. Yeah. Yes. It's a very special cup. It's a special formula, of fruit punch right there. Yeah. It's like a potion. It's like, it's with all of the toxic return. Hey, karma. Wish you didn't do that. Bet you wish you didn't do that. Absolutely. To take away the devil's power. The devil's power over who? Over the children of God. Yeah, that's how much God loves you, y'all. Because the devil, he's not going to be gone right away. So what do you mean taking the devil's power? If he's still able to set up these grid cities and, these, Google cities and he's able to still poison people and lie on television or whatever, but we were under his thumb before, the children of God, with the systems and not wanting us to flourish on this level, on this dimension, not wanting us to flourish here. To where being a good person is normal. To where being trustworthy is normal. To being loving is normal. It's been, on a regular occasion, we keep, maintaining that should happen. It should be more loving in this world. We've been saying that a while. We haven't been pulling it off, though, generally speaking, even though, we pull off shit on regular occasion, but it hasn't been something that could be defined. You know what I'm saying? Be defined as this is a world for good people. It's not safe for good people here. You know what I mean? For so many reasons. So that's part of the process. That's part of the process of pouring out all of that. That's emptying him of power, because then everybody's going to connect the dots, burst free from their limiting beliefs. You see what I'm saying? So the real difference between us and the other people who will still be under the devil's thumb is the fact that we did our homework. Yeah. It's the fact that we already did our homework. So it's logical, is my point. It's logical, because he will be bankrupt of the kind of power that of deception. His power was based on deception, right? Magic mirror, deception. Okay, that's one of the meanings. One of the possible meanings. That's why the Creator is telling you here, make sure your sword is stable and firmly planted in the truth. Okay? Because when this information comes out, everybody's going to be like, no, I'm not the demon. He's the demon. Oh, no, it's not me. It's her. It's not him. It's her. Okay? They're going to be doing that for a while. Yeah, I just went and knocked on the door. I didn't actually go in. Yeah. There's going to be, all kinds of shit that they're going to be trying to get around this demon. Right? Because they went up. They transcended. And they went up and they didn't have to deal with certain shit. Right? So they had to join the devil on some level in order to have that kind of, have that kind of peace. Or I should say abundance, because I don't think they had peace, but to have that kind of lavish experience on earth, they had to be in league with the devil in order to transcend. So they never really dealt with the devil. You dig what I'm saying? Like, why do I have to conform? Why do I have to do that? So they're still going to be under the devil's thumb because they chose to rock with the devil. We did not. That's why there's going to be an alternative place for us where we don't have to fear no demon, because we know how it goes. We're master thugs. Okay? What you going to do? Kill us? And then we're going to be ancestors. You can't kill us. Hello? So, ultimately, is what I mean. Shout out to Tupac. Hello? The example. So, Jesus, shout out to Jesus, the original example for the modern world. Bam. So, the cycle. Divine timing. Okay? So, do your thing until divine timing rolls around. All right? And I feel that you have to be precise on staying attentive to your role in this cosmic law enforcement situation that we find ourselves in. Be very attentive to your role, but handle your business in your little zone, in your precinct. Take care of your precinct. That's what they say. But be ready for anything. Something might pull you out the precinct. You might have to go abroad to another precinct to handle this demon. You dig what I'm saying? So, boom. But that's what we're going to be seeing. We're going to be seeing the people who chose to rock with the devil. We're going to be seeing them finally have to face this devil. And what we're going to have to thug out is how they're losing it and the effects that has on, the outside world, depending on who they are and what they're in control of and what they can touch. If they're losing it and they're haunted by demons and now they're not in their right mind anymore, like Henry VIII, anybody hear about that guy? Like, he spaced the fuck out. He killed 8 of his wives, and he got syphilis, and then everybody was paranoid, and then this essentially, there were demons around every corner as far as he was concerned, and that's how he went out. So it's the same principle. And then while they're doing that, they're still causing trouble, they're still doing damage. You know what I mean? So that's the shit that we have to know. Oh, don't worry, whatever the damage they're causing, because they're knocking up against shit, because they're freaking the fuck out, because demons are attacking them and shit. Nobody can see the demon, but they can. It's like that. It's going to be crazy for them. You know what I mean? And then they're going to be knocking shit and fucking shit up, or trying to hide it, or get away from it, or get around it. And they're going to be doing things to achieve that we're like, why is that happening? Why is that person doing that? Why is this company doing that? It's because of that. It's because they're running from their demons and they're knocking around and trying to, do damage control, and then it's affecting us. So that's the thug out. That's the thug out. So save this to your list of things to come back to. All right, come back to this video. I would say March. I would say March. If you came back to this video in March, you probably would get a good size kernel of correlation on some of what I'm saying here, and having it unfolding in the news, on the internet, or in your personal life, bless all the children of God. I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that this information helps somebody out there. I really do. For more deep ass readings, like, share, and subscribe. Get it personal. Okay. New Year's coming up. Let's find out what it is for you. My information is down below. All right, I'll see you again here soon, party people, behind the black veil.